including one that the boys at St. John Bosco are not soon to forget. An at-large entry coming into the playoffs, the Braves upset San Clemente in the second round. Jackie Pickering has the story of a group of young men who, in the face of tragedy, turned to each other for support.
When they're seniors, I just want them to go ahead, free it up, and just do something from the inside. So we suggested a self-portrait. Let's just do it like Picasso. So he did an incredible self-portrait. And it's just bright colors, which is what Patrick was, just a palette of bright colors.
In your 4 years at St. John Bosco and Bellflower, you blossomed, from a shy youngster into a confident young man. Basketball and volleyball teammates became brothers to you. Then, just hours before a senior's most special evening, your life, along with those of both your parents, ended in a tragic car accident. You left behind a brother and a sister, and a school full of boys who in a few short days would graduate and become men.
At first, I didn't believe it at all. I was trying to be happy that day because we had prom that night. And I was just trying to smile and be happy, but at the same time I felt kind of guilty because I felt like I couldn't have fun because one of my close friends just passed away.
I would see things on TV like, oh, a student, killed or whatever. It was weird, really weird when it was actually one of my friends. Like, it was hard to process it because I just couldn't believe it.
It's surreal. You see it in the news and then it doesn't happen to people you know. And especially the timings, prom and graduation. It's unfair. Some of the things were basically why him. Everyone dealt with it differently. Some of the guys still have it inside, and they're slowly releasing it.
You could see it on campus. They handled this with grace. They helped each other out as brothers. They bonded with this.
The volleyball team entered the playoffs as a wild card entry just as you passed. For some, grief can be debilitating. Yet, these young men found solace in sport and in each other.
Right now, we all have the same goal, and that same goal is to do it for Patrick. And I think that's what inspired our whole team to do it.
The players on the court, they were just so emotional. And every time they would break out in the huddle, they would say Romey, and I don't know, I could just feel like every ball that went inbounds, Romey was there just, tipping it in. I really felt like he was there.
A team which slipped into the postseason rose high against expectations and adversity, defeating their first two opponents.
This spirit's definitely there. The first game in Newport, we had to take an official's timeout. There was an actual balloon that was sitting on top of the net. As we huddled, the balloon started coming closer to our side of the net, and then one of our players finally grabbed it. And in the huddle, they said, you know what, this is Patrick Thomas. We got to win.
It was actually the same color of the ribbons that we wore at a memorial mass for him. And just by seeing that balloon, I think it made us realize that he's here with us and we got to do it for him.
2 days before you and the other seniors were to graduate, the team finally met defeat. But you knew that, Patrick. You've been with them all along.
He's watching over us, and he doesn't want you to be sad. He was always happy. And so my parents especially, they told me, you know what, you got to be happy. I mean, be happy that he lived. Be happy that you got a chance to know him. Be happy that you had a real good friend.
What he did was he ignited them getting close with each other and just coming together as a group. And that's what the senior year is all about. You're going to go your separate ways, but for right now, they are one.
I just, I look at my friends in a different way. I really do not want to take them for granted. And, as much time as I can spend with them, I try to, because I just want to really cherish the friends that I have.